2019 Medical ICU Airway Cart instructional video. The purpose of the airway cart should be for an emergent airway in the medical ICU only. The airway cart should never leave the medical ICU. In the event of an intubation, the cart should be stationed outside of the patient's room. A designated senior resident will be in charge of passing all materials needed into the patient's room to the intensivist. All materials that are removed should be noted and restocked by the charge nurse after intubation. We will now go through each drawer and discuss important items for the medical staff to familiarize themselves with. There will also be an inventory checklist attached to the top of each cart. Drawer 1. Important items are the end-tidal waveform capnographer, both kinds of oral airway, the Williams oral airway, surgical lubricant and alcohol swabs, and 2 different sizes of syringe. Drawer 2. Important items are the rigid stylet, the flexible stylet, the Yankauer suction catheter, the atomizer catheter, Drawer 3. Different sizes of endotracheal tube will be located in drawer 3. 6.5, 6.0, 7.0, 7.5, and 8.0. Drawer 4. The GVL 3 and 4, MAC S4 and S3 for video laryngoscopy will be located in drawer 4. Drawer 5. Drawer 5 will include the end-tidal color change capnographer, the handle and blades for direct laryngoscopy, as well as the PEEP valve. Drawer 6. The intubating and non-intubating LMAs will be located in drawer 6, as well as the scalpel. There are 2 separate sizes of both types of LMA. There's the size 4 and the size 5. Drawer 7. The emergent cricothyrotomy kit will be located in drawer 7. Taped to the side of the airway cart will be 2 bougie catheters and 1 Cook's airway exchange catheter. We will now show an instructional video of how the cart should be used in an event of an emergent airway. First, the resident will pass the waveform capnographer and PEEP valve to the respiratory therapist in the room. Next, the resident will pick the appropriate ET tube size and rigid stylet for video laryngoscopy. She will also choose the appropriate syringe size to test the balloon on the ET tube beforehand. Once these items have been chosen from the airway cart, they will be passed to the intensivist inside the patient's room. We will also include surgical lubricant you can apply to the tip of the ET tube as well. There will also be the GVL4 that will go on the gyroscope. On the cover of the GVL are instructional pictures for how they should be used. The video baton can fit a GVL3 or GVL4. The surgical lubricant can be applied to the tip of the GVL to allow for easier passage in the patient's oral cavity.